Hello there, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Doing a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and tonight we're going to talk about the brand new album by melodic death metal band from Sweden, Soilwork, who just released their brand new album, their 12th studio album, last Friday. And I'm going to try to say this name as best as I can because I speak Spanish, is my first language. So the name of the album is Obergivenheten. I hope I said it correct. And in English, the translation to that is the devotion. So this is the 12th album by the band. If you don't count, on 2020 they had like a EP that was really great. Very progressive on that last EP. And the last album, full length, they released was in 2019. It also had a name that I can't pronounce, but I like this album. From now on, I will call it the new album. I'm not, and the new album I can say is an improvement from the 2019. That doesn't mean that that one was bad, but I really enjoyed this one more. And something that I really like about this album is Bjorn, the lead singer. Man, can he deliver on clean vocals, harsher vocals? Like, he really has a lot of emotion to his vocal delivery in every song. Like I think he's very underrated as a singer, and sometimes soil work I don't think is given enough praise for what they have done to melodic death metal. There's the Dark Tranquilities, the In Flames, the At the Gates, and At the Gates for some time disappeared. And In Flames, obviously, the last 10 years, their albums have been a lot of hit or miss. And even Dark Tranquilities has had some albums that have been more misses than hits. But Soilwork, god damn it, can they stay? They're always being solid. I discovered this band way back in 2004 when Stabbing the Drama was the album that they released, and that was a cool album. And I got to see them live in Ozfest of 2005, and they were amazing live. And after that, I've been a fan of theirs. In 2013, The Living Infinite, I believe it was one of my top five albums of the year because it was so good. And something that I really always liked about Soilwork is that they take chances, but they also have their sound and they play very tight. And this album has 14 songs and it's like an hour and 5 minutes long. So it is a long album, but they've done long albums before in the past, and they're a band that can do a long album and not bore you. They keep you engaged as a listener because I think the type of style that they play, it's never too slow, not super fast. They do a very great mix. And something in this album that I think it's amazing is the production. You can hear every guitar, every instrument so clearly. Bjorn's voice, shines through so much in these 14 songs. I can say that I didn't think that any song was bad. I enjoyed the whole album. Maybe it could have been a little shorter, but no bad songs. So the album starts with Overgivenheten. So I said I wasn't going to say it, but I said it. And that was one of the lead singles that they released. And that song starts like building the melody, and then Bjorn just like shouts, and you're like, yeah, it pumps you. And it's a faster song, and it picks up the album. It starts the album in a great way. From that point forward, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get that sweet melodic death sound that you know from Soilwork and you love if you're a fan of theirs. Then the second song, Nos Somos la Guerra, or I think it's no, we are not the, or something about war, but it's in French, and I don't know French either. If it was in Spanish, that would have been great. But that's a song that I really enjoyed the riffing on it. Bjorn sounds great. The singing is so good, and there's so much like fast-paced guitars, and but very clean sounding. And I love it when the singer does the clean vocals because that makes the choruses on the songs very catchy. Electric Again, which is the third song on the album, I liked it because I think there's some piano in it and there's more instrumentation. And, it's an overall great song. Uh, like I said, there's no bad songs. If I had to pick songs that I think are better than others, Valleys of Gloom is a perfect example. Vultures, oh my God, that's a great song as well. Deaf, I Hear You Calling. I think that song has one of the best choruses on the album, period. And it's very catchy. And I love it when he's like, Deaf, I hear you calling. And kind of like a little bit like not power metal vocals, but I think the range can do different things. Very melodic. Uh, and also they have some instrumentals that go very well, like this in the like the half of the album, Morgan Gaba, Stomfagel. There's some sweet piano that really goes well into Deaf I Hear You Calling. And the piano in this album, makes sense because the themes of the album, the devotion. uh, there's also some violins in some of the songs that really do not feel out of place. They give it more ambience, more layers to these songs, and I really enjoyed every minute of this album. There's some songs maybe in the middle, like Dreams of Nowhere, The Everlasting Flame, that they're good, but not as memorable as some of the tracks that I had mentioned. But then the two album closers, the last songs, Harvest of Spine, I thought was another banger, another great riffing all the way through. And the song ends on a high note, on a very longer song with a huge ass title, On the Wings of a Goddess Through Flaming Sheets of Rain. Yes, it's a mouthful, but that song is longer, has more space, great instrumentation as well. And, it ends the album on a high note. So if I had to nitpick a little bit, maybe I could say that the album, it is long. It's an hour and 5 minutes, but it didn't, it passed very quickly for me. I was never bored with it. I think if you like melodic death metal, you will enjoy this album. I think Soilwork has yet to put out a bad album, and I think this is one of the best melodic death metal albums of the year. Last week we got the Halo Effect, which was a good album, but this one blows it out of the water. Period. At least in my opinion. What did you think of the new Soilwork album, Övergivenheten? Did you like it? You didn't like it? Did you think that the melodic death metal that they played here is some of the best you've heard this year? Comment. I would really want to know. And let me know what were your favorite tracks. So if you like the videos that I'm putting out, don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield doing a couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.